So Tyrese has a message for his baby mothers, right? So we talking about baby. He said he's gonna say baby mama number one, and baby mama number two. Now, baby mama number one, that was his first wife. I think Norman Gibbs, Norma, Normani, whatever, right? And then number two, we have the grifter extraordinaire, his second ex-wife, right? The grifter extraordinaire, Samantha Lee Gibson, right? And both of them, you know, have put him through the ringer through family court, via child support, right? So he has a message for the thieves.
Mama number one and two. If you ain't learned already, I ain't giving you. Like I fought to earn this life, I'm gonna fight to keep it. Not giving it away to nobody. Ain't nobody gonna take this. I'm gonna shoot, stab, and kill over mine. I'm gonna protect this bottom line at all costs. I've earned it, and I'm gonna protect it. I'm gonna protect it as hard as I've earned it. That goes for all my homies, anybody in my family, anybody I ever marry again. If you think I'm about to just give it to you after I worked this hard to get it, you definitely got me confused. You definitely got the wrong one. Baby mama number one and two.
And you know what? I agree. I get where he's coming from. Now, unfortunately, you know, the lawyers, they're going to use that. They're going to be like, oh, let's use that clip right here. And then you're going to hear, well, you said, didn't you say that you were willing to stab and shoot and kill over yours? And that's what them whole ass ninjas going to do in court. But it is what it is. Now, I want you to look at some of these comments right here, where you're going to see a lot of these comments is basically going to be like, basically to the tone of shut up. And it's interesting when a man expresses how he feels, he's mostly told to be quiet, right? So right here, you see one comment. It says, a journal, baby, a journal, a notebook, something. No. He has a right to express his feelings, right? So right here, somebody said the fact that people find this ish funny is sad. Well, it is what it is. Okay, I just saw a comment that just triggered me. So right here, a woman says, the mothers of your children carry your legacy, your name. To see to it that they're taken care of is to be a man in action. Not sure why a lot of black men don't grasp this concept. To be a leader, one must be a provider, regardless of relationship status. So even when we broken up, I got to give you money, especially if you're initiating these breakups. Both times, the women initiated the divorces. Both times. Got a baby out of him, and then all of a sudden, divorce. You think he's not taking care of his kids just because he's not paying you? That's the this mentality is crazy. This mentality is wild. Where like I saw an interview with TK Kirkland where the woman was basically giving him the 21 question treatment, all these questions about him because or you're not paying your child support. He's like, I don't pay child support. That means you're not taking care of your kids. He's like, I literally pay for everything that my kid does. I just don't pay the child support. He said my mom, the baby mom, doesn't have me on child support, but because I'm not paying the child support, then apparently that means I'm not taking care of my kid. This is a crazy mentality. You know what I mean? But I can't when it comes to even just the child support conversation, like I'll say most women are lost when it comes to that. I would tell dudes, don't even argue with women about that whole child support conversation because most of them, like it's baffling. It's baffling the logic to me because I didn't even really know, like when I was in high school, I didn't know most women thought like this, where they just thought, oh, you just, even though we broken up, you owe me this money. You have to pay my rent, my gas. I'm like, wait, bitch, don't you got a job? That's where your job comes in. Because like I said, if they actually had it where, remember when Delaware was supposed to have this like child support card, debit card, whatever, where you can track the purchases on what they're putting the money in. So basically, it was going to be a child support debit card where it could only be used to pay for the kids' food and like schooling, right? And school clothes. Uh, what else does a kid need? Diapers if it's an infant. Stuff like the basic stuff. But they said it doesn't cover for gas, rent, liquor, nails, weave, all that nonsense that usually women be spending it on. And don't play stupid with me in the comments. Stop. I'm tired of this stuff. Anyways, if they actually had it like that, and then you get to audit what the money is being spent on and what is, dude, family court would be out of business. Because I was like, oh, they finna drop this card. Because I saw this, but then I saw the title of it. And I'm like, oh, 6 years ago. Oh, I'm like, that means he never even got put into practice. That was just in an idea that never went through, because they're never gonna let that go through. I mean, their family court will run out of business. It'll be no more. What it will be no what do it'll be women like desperately trying to make things work out with the baby father if they actually had like a child support debit card where you had to track the purchases, or if there was like a cap of how much money you could do it, right? Why do you think broads be down talking places like South Carolina or North Carolina where the child support there's a cap on the child support, right? Where the cap is like $2,000 a month is like the cap. Like 2,000 a month is like the cap. You can't go over $2,000 a month, right? Brittany Renner had to learn the hard way. That's why she was sitting there crying in all them videos after talking all that mess. Anyways, but that mentality, like, is it's pointless to argue about this stuff when it comes to like the child support stuff. Dude, there's no kid that needs no damn $20,000 a month. That's for you. But we already know most women use child support or spousal support, but no, but I'll say specifically child support. Most women use child support as extra income, as an extra source of income. That's how they look at child support. They don't look at it as money for the kids to save up. I mean, how many stories do you actually hear of? Okay, I'm gonna put you on child support. This money is gonna go into a trust, in what's it, an untouchable trust, or once, and then it's going to gain interest. We're gonna put it in an IRA. It's gonna earn interest. So by the time the kid hits 18, even though we're in a tough spot, my kid can just go to the trust. He can take this money out. He can go to college. He can start a business. He has options. Nope. Most of the times, once the child support runs out, mother has no use for the kid. The mother just simply cannot help him out. Him or her out. That's most cases. That's most cases. I've never heard of a case personally where a kid was able to get like the child support money that the mom saved up. That I've never heard that in my life. Which it kind of shows you what the child support is for. You know what I mean? But it is but people don't really want to have that real conversation. So somebody said this is why you got to be super mindful with who you lay down with. Now, usually I would reject something like this because I believe this. Oh, this is a dude that said that. So I'll give it to him. But I'll say this, in Tyrese's case, I think this applies. And the reason why I say this specifically when it comes to his second wife. Hold on, let me do this because people think I'm an asshole when I bring this up. Because I believe this. I just believe people ignore the red flags of the people that they're attracted to. So when I always show this pic right here, right? That's his second wife, right? Samantha Lee is a diabolical liar, narcissist, every negative thing that you can do. But she knew that Tyrese was a goofy, and she knew she was his type. And when someone's your type, this goes for men and women, mind you. When someone's your type or fits your physical whatever, you ignore the red flags of that person. So, for example, right? We like to bring up how you'll see women on, especially now. I say especially now. They won't say this in public, but they'll say it online, right? They'll be like, "Oh man, I can't never do a short guy ever again. These guys, every time I give them a chance, they do." It's basically all that nonsense. But basically, because the guy's not your type, if the guy sneezes wrong, you're gonna You're gonna be looking for anything to disqualify him. So in your mind, and every time you've been with a short person, it's always been bad. But I always say, what if I said that every time I've been with a fat woman, it's never gone good? Meaning she's always been disrespectful about me or my height or my whatever. Now, this is true in my case, but if I say that, that's when the women are going to be like, "Oh, but you're just saying that because she's fat." Well, can you apply that to your life now? So people are always just blind to the red flags of the people that they are attracted to. So if the guy is tall or rich or blah blah blah, they will literally overlook the guy cheating. Literally. Look at Jasmine Brown. You really think Jasmine Brown is like this really actual submissive person? I'm pretty sure if I asked all of her exes, how was Jasmine Brown like? Has she ever cooked for you? Has she ever done this? They're probably gonna be like, nah, she I've never I've never ever seen her act like this before, right? People ignore the red flags of the people that we are attracted to, that we are physically attracted to. Bottom line. So Tyrese does need to accept responsibility for choosing the wrong one in his case, specifically when it comes to his second wife, because looking at Samantha Lee's actions, how she is, her having a manosphere channel while simultaneously dragging Tyrese through family court just shows how diabolical of a person she is. I'm like, this is a diabolical, evil woman. But this is a woman she's good at playing the part because she already knows Tyrese, because she already knew I'm his type. All I got to do is act like I'm a simple woman. Just act like I'm just a regular girl that's not looking for money. And I would never do what your ex-wife did to you. That's all she has to do. All she has to do. And she knows I got him. And I'll say this, especially a lot of men that want to go into these second marriages so quickly after they divorce, whatever. Please be careful of just sharing all of your stories, which from your ex-wife to your new girl, because of course she's going to be like, she did that to you? She did what? I would never do that to you. You guys got to stop falling for the yoki doke. So I will say to that guy's point, even though I usually don't like it when they say that to men, because I don't think men have the same options. But in Tyrese's case, yes, this does apply to a Tyrese. Or if you are a guy with means, or you are a guy that does have success with women regularly, you really need to watch who you're sleeping with. You really, especially if you're a guy with means, you really need to watch out. But Tyrese doesn't understand that. He was a mark from the get go, and that's why he's because he's like, man, I didn't do anything wrong, and probably right. So why would she want to do this to me? But that was her plan all along. That was her plan.